Ladies and gentlemen, I have two clients, and they both have told me that they received from an attorney because I asked both of them to subpoena the records regarding the collateralized account. And both of them received a letter, one of them saying that it was overly burdensome and cumbersome, and the other one says, well, we got a petition to dismiss on a record, blah, blah, blah. Well, I made it go back and highlight the fact that no, they can't request a dismissal if there's a bona fide controversy. There can be no demur when there's a bona fide controversy. All of you need to know that. So all you got to do is say, wait, there's a bona fide controversy. I said they did this, they say they didn't. So I've asked for a trial by jury. That's a matter for a jury to decide. Now, I didn't actually put that part in these petitions, but what I did is because the attorney said, hey, asking for that information is overly burdensome and cumbersome, and it's overly broad, Your Honor. Well, no, they're the custodian of record. There is no overly cumbersome and burdensome. You have a right to that information because they're the custodian of record. They are keeping the record on my behalf. Pay attentioner. Pay attentioner. Anyway, pay attention. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, they are the intermediaries. They're holding the record on your behalf. They are not a lender. And that's what these each say. They are not a lender. I put in the presidential proclamation. You guys take the time. Let me close this for a second. Take the time to go back and read. I added in Presidential Proclamation 2039, where it explains who they is and everything. And it talks about the discount window and appendix and everything. How they are the keeper of the books. Oh, by the way, remember how they say they loaned you money? Well, I put in here that the dollar sign represents U.S. currency, does not represent bank credits. So when you promise to pay them back in dollars, they never loaned you dollars. They loaned you an extension of credits. The Federal Reserve doesn't loan Federal Reserve notes. They loan and lend credits. Y'all need to understand. That's why the banks cannot lend their own credit. It's not money, but they use a dollar symbol on the contract. They can't use the dollar symbol on the contract because the dollar symbol legally signifies lawful money, not credit, as established in multiple court cases. I gave it the court cases. Ta-da! So, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to find a wealth of information in this particular GPT. Again, the motions are already done. All you got to do is amend them and put your own information inside of them. Okay? This will be the more detailed petition because I had him give you a more detailed petition. But you're going to find different conversations and comments on one that you can blend in with the other. You feel me? All right. Gotta let y'all go, but I just wanted to let y'all know that we ain't stopped. Okay, not until we get to the white meat. Not until we get to the white meat. Gotta go. Have a good day.